Please put your gaze in front. The wait is over. The Defense Minister of India, Mr. Rajnath Singh, is here. Our chief guest, Defense Minister of India, Mr. Rajnath Singh, our Chief Minister of Telangana, Mr. A. Revant Reddy. The wait is over, everybody. They are here. Please give a big round of applause for them. Show us the energy. Show them that we have been waiting for them for so long. Keep showing us your energy through applause. As he comes towards you, I request everybody to please be seated.
Guys, now we have a powerful man on the earth, the Honorable Raksha Mantri and Honorable Chief Minister of Telangana. Show your energy, guys. Yes. Thank you so much, Honorable Raksha Mantri. And thank you so much, Honorable Telangana Chief Minister. Sri. And now we also thank Chairman DRDO, President AESI, DG MSS. Thank you so much. Yes, guys, now we need to welcome our Raksha Mantri and Chief Minister with our, great energy and clapping and all that. Are you all ready? Come on, ready? Yes, 1, 2. Yes, thank you. Raising Telangana, Viksit Bharat के लिए हमारे रक्षा मंत्री, हमारे Chief Minister जी, guys, come on, 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much, Honorable Raksha Mantri. Thank you, Sri Chief Minister, Sri Revant Reddy ji, Honorable Raksha Mantri, Sri Rajnath ji. Here, from all the engineering colleges and all the schools of Telangana is welcoming you. And we have come here voluntarily to listen you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, come on, guys. Can we all put your hands together to welcome our great Mantri, Raksha Mantri and our Chief Minister? Yes, guys, come on.
हमारे मुख्य अतिथि माननीय रक्षा मंत्री श्री राजनाथ सिंह जी और हमारे विशिष्ट अतिथि तेलंगाना के मुख्यमंत्री माननीय श्री ए रेवंत रेड्डी जी हमारे बीच उपस्थित हैं और आप सभी के निकट आ रहे हैं आपसे मुलाकात करने के लिए। अपना प्रेम उत्साह के साथ दर्शाइए। जोरदार तालियों के बीच हम स्वागत कर रहे हैं माननीय रक्षा मंत्री जी और माननीय तेलंगाना के मुख्यमंत्री।
Our chief guest, Defense Minister of India, Mr. Rajnath Singh, our Chief Minister of Telangana, Mr. A. Revant Reddy is here. And
निश्चित रूप से ये हमारे लिए एक ऐतिहासिक पल है और इस पल को आप लोग अपने कैमरा में जरूर कैद कीजिए।
DRDO, AESI, Kalam's Institute of Youth Excellency welcomes you, sir. The powerful man of India, the powerful man of Telangana is here. Guys, come on. We need to welcome them in a grand way. 1, 2, 3. DRDO caps అని అందరూ ఒకసారి మన రక్షా మంత్రికి మన తెలంగాణ ముఖ్యమంత్రికి గారికి గట్టిగా వెల్కమ్ చెప్తూ తెలంగాణ డిఆర్డిఓ ఇచ్చిన క్యాప్స్ ని ఒకసారి వెల్కమ్ స్వాగతం స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం. రేజింగ్ తెలంగాణ, వికసిత్ భారత్ కోసం మనందరినీ ఈరోజు ఇక్కడికి మనందరినీ ఇందులో భాగస్వామ్యం చేయడానికి వచ్చిన రక్షా మంత్రికి అలాగే తెలంగాణ చీఫ్ మినిస్టర్కి వెల్కమ్ చెప్తూ ఉన్నాం.
A very rare, a very great occasion to meet our leaders in person, to hear from them, to hear their insightful words. It's a rare occasion. We are happy to have you here, sir.
इस ऐतिहासिक पल को हम हमेशा याद रखेंगे.
We will remember this moment forever, not just in our cameras, but in our minds. The picture of two great leaders in front of us, walking towards us, walking among us. It's been a great honor. Two great leaders reaching us here to guide us. We have been waiting for this. It is an immense honor to have them here.
माननीय रक्षा मंत्री और तेलंगाना के माननीय मुख्यमंत्री मंच की ओर पहुंच रहे हैं, पधार रहे हैं. हम उनके स्वागत का इंतजार कर रहे हैं, प्रतीक्षा कर रहे हैं.
Our great leaders reaching us here on the stage to guide us, to inspire us, to motivate us. They are here. I request everybody to give a huge round of applause.
गच्चीबौली के इस भव्य प्रांगण में आप सभी को नमस्कार. रक्षा अनुसंधान एवं विकास संगठन, एरोनॉटिकल सोसाइटी ऑफ इंडिया और कलाम इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ यूथ एक्सेलेंस फाउंडेशन द्वारा संयुक्त रूप से आयोजित राष्ट्रीय विज्ञान दिवस विज्ञान वैभव 2025 के इस पावन अवसर पर मैं काजिम अहमद
और मैं प्रशस्ति नामा
आप सभी का हार्दिक अभिवादन और अभिनंदन करते हैं. राष्ट्रीय विज्ञान दिवस हमारे देश में प्रत्येक वर्ष 28 फरवरी को मनाया जाता है और इस दिन हम याद करते हैं नोबेल पुरस्कार से अलंकृत सर सीवी रमन को भौतिक विज्ञान में उनके योगदान के लिए. आज का यह अवसर अत्यंत ही विशेष है क्योंकि इस भव्य आयोजन में मंच की शोभा बढ़ाने के लिए अति विशिष्ट अतिथिगण उपस्थित हैं. आप सभी की मधुर करतल ध्वनि के बीच हम इस सम्मानित मंच का स्वागत सुंदर एवं मनमोहक पुष्प पौधों द्वारा करना चाहेंगे. सर्वप्रथम आज के मुख्यमंत्री, भारत के माननीय रक्षा मंत्री आदरणीय श्री राजनाथ सिंह जी का हम स्वागत करना चाहेंगे एक सुंदर पुष्प पौधे द्वारा. और कृपया अपनी तालियों से अपना समर्थन दर्शाते रहें. तालियां बजती रहनी चाहिए.
विशिष्ट अतिथि तेलंगाना के माननीय मुख्यमंत्री श्रद्धेय श्री ए रेवंत रेड्डी जी, माननीय विधायक श्रीमान गोपी जी,
एरोनॉटिकल सोसाइटी ऑफ इंडिया के प्रेसिडेंट डॉक्टर जी सतीश रेड्डी जी, मंच का हम पुष्प पौधों द्वारा स्वागत कर रहे हैं और साथ साथ आपकी करतल ध्वनि बजती रहे।
सचिव रक्षा अनुसंधान एवं विकास विभाग एवं अध्यक्ष DRDO डॉक्टर सवीर वी कामत जी, नेक्स्ट मूव फॉरवर्ड।
निश्चित ही इस सम्माननीय मंच ने विज्ञान वैभव को वैभवपूर्ण बना दिया है। युवा छात्रों की मौजूदगी इस आयोजन में ऊर्जा का संचार कर रही है।
Now, I request President, Aeronautical Society of India, Dr. G. Satish Reddy sir, to please deliver welcome address.
नमस्कार। ऑनरेबल रक्षा मंत्री श्री राजनाथ सिंह जी, ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ द स्टेट ऑफ तेलंगाना श्री रेवंत रेड्डी गारू, चेयरमैन DRDO, सेक्रेटरी डिफेंस R&D डॉक्टर समीर कामत, डायरेक्टर जनरल मिसाइल्स एंड स्ट्रेटेजिक सिस्टम्स श्री राजा बाबू, कलाम इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ यूथ एक्सलेंस Sri Naresh, and all the eminent people who are here, and the students, namaskar to you, good morning and very good afternoon to all of you. At the outset, let me welcome our Honorable Raksha Mantri Sri Rajnath Singh ji. Sri Rajnath Singh ji is a master's in physics. He has taught in a university the physics to the students. He loves science. He loves scientists. He has been appreciating the scientists' scientific development always. When we approached him saying that we will have a conclave of the students, he said, I encourage you, go ahead with the program. And he is here with us. We welcome Sri Rajnath Singh ji. All of you with a great applause, please welcome our Raksha Mantri Sri Rajnath Singh ji. Great applause please. All of you. Now I welcome our Honorable Chief Minister Sri Revanth Reddy ji. He has been giving full support to us in the science and technology. He has been giving all appreciation to us, and when this program was planned, immediately he said, take the stadium. And then he discussed with the scientists what is his vision in science and technology for the state, and said, you go ahead, I am there with you. We welcome the Honorable Chief Minister Sri Revanth Reddy ji. I also welcome Secretary Defense R&D Dr. Samir Kamath and other dignitaries, the eminent personalities who have come here, the officials of the Government of India, officials of the state of Telangana, and industrialists who are present here. I also welcome, most importantly, today the huge number of, large number of students who have gathered here, more than 30,000 students. For this occasion, I welcome you with love and affection. Friends, on this day, 28th February, we celebrate National Science Day, which happens to be the revelation of the discovery of Raman's effect on 28th February 1928. So on this occasion, we thought we should celebrate here Vignan Vaibhav 25 in Hyderabad, DRDO, the Defense Research and Development Organization, the Aeronautical Society of India, Kalam Institute of Youth Excellence have worked and brought this program to this shape and brought all of you here. Huge number of people. I heard there are many people outside the stadium also, as they could not enter into the stadium. Welcome you all. There is a huge exhibition established here outside. The DRDO and industries have put all the defense equipment in a big way. There are missiles, there are tanks, there are bombs, there are many guns, many things. I request all of you to go there, to get inspired and see all the things, and also bring all your friends from your colleges, your teachers, lecturers and parents for the next 3 days. And the theme of this Science Day is empowering the Indian youth for global leadership in science and innovation for Viksit Bharat. This program is organized to inspire you to come out with great scientific revelations and make the country a leader in science and technology. That is why Honorable Raksha Mantri has come all the way from Delhi for this program, and our Chief Minister, Sri Revanth Reddy ji, is also here. Thank you very much, everyone. I thank Honorable Raksha Mantri, I thank Honorable Chief Minister, and all of you welcome this program and make it a great success for the next 3 days. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for addressing this August gathering. Now, we have a short video presentation on the technological advancements of Telangana state.
Telangana, India's rising aerospace and defense powerhouse, a state forged in history, soaring towards the future. Under the dynamic and visionary leadership of Honorable Chief Minister Shri Revanth Reddy and Honorable Minister for Industries and IT Shri D. Sridhar Babu, Telangana is becoming a global hub for aerospace and defense. Telangana is the largest defense R&D and manufacturing hub in India. We are also a leading ecosystem for aerospace, space manufacturing, MRO, UAVs and materials. This high precision, high value industry in Hyderabad has a rich 6-decade history led by DRDO labs and large defense PSUs such as BDL, ECIL, HAL, BEL, BHEL, BrahMos, DMRL, Midhani, Avani, etc. These institutions nurtured a thriving local ecosystem with over 1,000 MSMEs exclusively supplying to defense and aerospace sectors. Many of these private sector industries are integrated into global OEM supply chains, driving defense exports. Telangana is the most preferred manufacturing, engineering and training hub for global A&D OEMs such as Boeing, Lockheed Martin, GE Aviation, Airbus, Pratt & Whitney, Collins Aerospace, Safran, Honeywell, etc. Indian majors such as Tata, Adani, Bharat Forge, etc. have also chosen Hyderabad as their defense manufacturing base. Telangana offers world-class infrastructure with multiple aerospace SEZs and dedicated parks catering to aerospace and defense sectors. Our robust industrial policies, TGI powers, and the new MSME policies are ranked among the best policies in India. Through state-promoted innovation hubs such as T-Hub, T-Works and V-Hub, we support a large number of defense, aerospace and space startups. T-Drive, launched by T-Hub, is a unique initiative to support defense startups. Leading startups emerged from Hyderabad startup ecosystem, Skyroot and Dhruva Space, have reached major milestones, making the country proud. To meet the skilling needs of the industry, the state government is upgrading 65 ITIs across the state to advanced technology centers. The Young India Skill University, established under the guidance of Honorable Chief Minister, will be offering advanced curriculum such as aircraft MRO and shipbuilding MRO to train more youth in these emerging segments. In recognition for the efforts, Telangana has repeatedly won the Best State Award for Aerospace from the Ministry of Civil Aviation, Government of India, 4 times in a row. Hyderabad has also been ranked globally as the most cost-effective aerospace city of the future by Financial Times FDI rankings of 2020. Join us in Telangana and be a part of India's aerospace and defense revolution.
It is my great pleasure to invite a dynamic leader who has been an inspiration to many, and his leadership has significantly contributed to the progress and development of our state. I request Honorable Chief Minister of Telangana, Shri A. Revant Reddy, to share his thoughts with us. Sir.
జై భారత్ గట్టిగా జై భారత్ धन्यवाद रक्षा मंत्री जी। विज्ञान वैभव 2025 साइंस एग्जीबिशन के लिए आप समय देकर हजारों नौजवानों को इंस्पायर करने के लिए श्री राजनाथ सिंह जी समय देकर तेलंगाना हैदराबाद आया हुआ है। మిత్రులారా, రాజ్నాథ్ సింగ్ గారికి మనకు సమయం ఇచ్చి తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రానికి వచ్చినందుకు పెద్ద ఎత్తున మీరు చప్పట్లతో వారికి స్వాగతం పలకాల్సిందిగా విజ్ఞప్తి చేస్తున్నా। గట్టిగా తెలంగాణ బలము రాజ్నాథ్ సింగ్ గారికి తెలవాలి। గట్టిగా చప్పట్లతో కేంద్ర రక్షణ శాఖ మంత్రి గారికి స్వాగతం పలకాలని తెలియజేస్తూ ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో స్థానిక పార్లమెంట్ సభ్యులు కొండా విశ్వేశ్వరరెడ్డి గారు, శాసన సభ్యులు అరికపూడి గాంధీ గారు, డిఆర్డిఓ చైర్మన్ గారు, అదేవిధంగా సతీష్ రెడ్డి గారు, ఇతర రక్షణ శాఖ అధికారులు, వేలాది మంది తెలంగాణ నలుమూలల నుంచి వచ్చేసిన విద్యార్థులందరికీ కూడా తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్ర ముఖ్యమంత్రిగా మీకు అందరికీ స్వాగతం పలుకుతున్నా। ఈరోజు ఈ దేశం యొక్క రక్షణ, ఈ దేశాన్ని రక్షించుకోవాల్సిన బాధ్యత ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసిన యువతి యువకుల మీదనే ఉన్నది। ఈరోజు తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రం, హైదరాబాద్ నగరం కొన్ని దశాబ్దాలుగా దేశ రక్షణలో అత్యంత కీలక పాత్ర పోషిస్తున్నది। మన ప్రాంతంలో బీడీఎల్ కావచ్చు, డిఆర్డిఓ కావచ్చు, మిదాని కావచ్చు, హెచ్ఏఎల్ కావచ్చు, ఇవన్నీ దేశ రక్షణ కోసం రాకెట్లను ఉత్పత్తి చేసే కాడి నుంచి మిసైల్స్ తయారు చేసే వరకు మన ప్రాంతంలో హైదరాబాద్ నగరంలో, హైదరాబాద్ చుట్టూతా ఈ పరిశ్రమలు ఉన్నాయి। ఈరోజు దేశాన్ని రక్షించడంలో మన హైదరాబాద్ తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రం అత్యంత క్రియాశీలక పాత్ర పోషిస్తున్నది। అయితే ఈరోజు ఈ ప్రత్యేకమైన సైన్స్ ఎగ్జిబిషన్ ఏర్పాటు చేయడం ద్వారా లక్షలాది మంది విద్యార్థులకు దేశభక్తి పట్ల, దేశాన్ని రక్షించుకోవాల్సిన బాధ్యత పట్ల ఒక అవగాహన కల్పించడానికి ఈరోజు ఈ ఎగ్జిబిషన్ని మనం ఏర్పాటు చేసుకోవడం జరిగింది। ఈరోజు రక్షణ మంత్రి जी, तेलंगाना राज्य से हर साल 1,10,000 इंजीनियरिंग ग्रेजुएट पास होकर ज्यादा से ज्यादा 1 लाख लोग कंप्यूटर साइंस पढ़कर अमेरिका जाने के लिए कोशिश कर रहा है। इसीलिए हम लोग ये कोशिश किए सांप्रदायिक इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ाने के लिए, देशभक्ति, देश को बचाने के लिए, आगे इस देश को रक्षा करने के लिए आज ये साइंस एग्जीबिशन हमें लगाया। आगे ये जो विद्यार्थी है सिविल इंजीनियरिंग, मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग, इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग पढ़कर इस देश में जो सांप्रदायिक इंजीनियर्स को और इस राज्य से हम देने के लिए कोशिश कर रहा है। खाली आईटी प्रोफेशनल
अमेरिका जाने के लिए, आईटी कंपनीज में काम करने के लिए होगा, उनके परिवार के लिए अच्छा है, मगर देश के लिए जो सांप्रदायिक इंजीनियरिंग ग्रेजुएट्स का बहुत जरूरत है, इसीलिए तेलंगाना राज्य ने एक कोशिश किया, ये आज ये एग्जीबिशन के लिए आप समय देकर इतना दूर आए, तेलंगाना 4 करोड़ जनता के तरफ से आपको स्वागत करूंगा मैं। और दूसरी बात, यहाँ पर आजादी से पहले भी, आजादी के बाद भी यहाँ पर बीडीएल, एचएएल, मिदानी और डीआरडीओ बहुत सारे सांप्रदायिक देश रक्षा के लिए यहाँ पर प्रोडक्शन में हम लगा हुआ है। लगातार हैदराबाद एंड बेंगलुरु इज द डिफेंस सेंटर्स, तो हैदराबाद बेंगलुरु डिफेंस कनेक्टिंग कॉरिडोर, डिफेंस इंडस्ट्रियल कॉरिडोर अभी अनाउंस आप पहले बात दिया हुआ था। मेरा एक ही गुजारिश है, हैदराबाद बेंगलुरु डिफेंस कॉरिडोर आप डिक्लेयर किए तो ज्यादा से ज्यादा हमारा इन्वेस्टमेंट्स आएंगे। यहाँ बहुत सारे रॉकेट्स भी तैयार करने का आज स्काई रूट वाला और बहुत वाले प्राइवेट जो स्टार्टअप्स भी यहाँ शुरू हो गए। इसीलिए आपके तरफ से आपका मदद बहुत जरूरी है। आपके मदद में लेकर तेलंगाना राज्य को हिंदुस्तान में जो डिफेंस में नंबर 1 बनाने के लिए हम लोग कोशिश करेंगे। आप इतना दूर आके हमें मदद दिया हुआ है, आपको मैं धन्यवाद करते हुए यही मेरा भाषण खत्म करता हूं। धन्यवाद रक्षा मंत्री जी।
आपके प्रेरणादायक विचारों और मार्गदर्शन के लिए हम हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करते हैं सर आपका। निश्चित ही आप हम सभी के लिए प्रेरणा स्रोत हैं। भारत के माननीय रक्षा मंत्री आदरणीय श्री राजनाथ सिंह जी का आज के इस सुअवसर पर उपस्थित रहना हम सभी के लिए गौरव का विषय है। इस स्टेडियम में उपस्थित छात्र एवं अधिकारीगण आपके प्रेरणादायक विचारों को सुनने के लिए उत्साहित है सर। मैं श्री राजनाथ सिंह जी से अनुरोध करता हूं कि अपने आशीर्वचनों से हम सभी को संबोधित करें।
बोलिए भारत माता की, भारत माता की
जय।
तेलंगाना स्टेट की ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ तेलंगाना श्री ए रेवनाथ जी रेड्डी, डॉक्टर वी समीर कामत, सेक्रेटरी डीडी R&D and the chairman DRDO, Dr. G. Satish Reddy, President Aeronautical Society of India, Dr. Sri U. Raja Babu, DG Missiles and Strategic System, Mr. Naresh, Indian founder, Kalam Institute of the Excellence, Sri K. Viswesvaraya Reddy, Member of Parliament, Sri A. K. Gandhi, MLA, Sri Srinivas Reddy, Chairman, Sports Authority of Telangana, senior officials, academicians, industry partners, young and bright students who are gathered here in large number, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to be present on this grand stage addressing you all on the historic occasion of the National Science Day. I am very happy to see this huge gathering of the young, inquisitive and energetic minds present in this great setting. I feel the vibes of positivity in each one of you and am enthused to communicate with you with all my earnestness. Friends, as we know, 28th February is celebrated to honor the discovery of Raman effect by Sri C.V. Raman. On this day, in 1928, Sri Raman discovered that when light is scattered by the molecules, it undergoes change in wavelength. This discovery was significant in physics and earned Sri Raman the Nobel Prize in 1930. The day is celebrated as National Science Day since 1986 with the aim to inspire people, to pursue scientific knowledge and to emphasize the role science plays in shaping our present and our future. Friends, I think this is the great occasion for us. Friends, the National Science Day is one such occasion which not only commemorates the achievements of our scientists, but also encourages the younger generations to take up science and innovation for national development. As you may be aware that this year's theme of the National Science Day is empowering Indian youth for global leadership in science and innovation for Viksit Bharat. This theme is truly reflective of new India's aspiration for progress through innovation and global scientific leadership. Friends, I would like to share with you a special affinity that I personally have with this subject. I have been a student of science in my academic years and was a lecturer in physics early on before entering public life. The day resonates with my own journey, reminding me of the power of curiosity, questioning, and exploration, the very foundation of modern science. Friends, it has been my lifelong endeavor to encourage these values, knowing that they are the driving force behind innovation and progress. It is in this context that I feel blessed to address this magnificent gathering today. As I see the multitude of the young people gathered here, I would like to start with a brief historical perspective of human evolution. Through the journey of the scientific development, since the bringing of history, it is a sweeping, although very brief, account for my young friends here to make them understand how human evolution and the scientific progress have been so intertwined. Friends, as some of you would be aware, life started on Earth some 4 billion years ago when some organisms came into being. Throughout this incredibly long journey, since these organisms diversified and multiplied into species of the innumerable forms, there is a general agreement among scholars that the modern human being arrived around 70,000 years ago. These were times when population was very less and land, forests, rivers, rocks in abundance. Man was a hunter or a gatherer of what the nature had endowed the earth with. People had all the resources on earth and very little requirement. But the scene changed around 12,000 years back. When agricultural revolution takes place, people back then took the first steps to sow, nurture, and harvest. In the process, they got tied to a specific piece of land. They settled. They farmed small villages near their farmlands and domesticated certain animals too. This continued for a long time. When nothing changed much, history remained almost static. What changed was the space, a life which earlier covered vast expanse of land. As gatherer-hunter contracted to the village and the farm up surrounding it. Friends, then about 5 years or so back, the scientific and industrial revolution happened. This further restricted the life largely to towns and cities, where new industries were coming up. With this, life contracted to further limited space. This was a phase of unprecedented material development through scientific and industrial discoveries and inventions. Lives changed forever, and we are all products of these scientific discoveries and innovations. Friends, we have not stopped there. What we were witnessing for some 2 or 3 decades in another phase of the human development is the technological revolution. In a mind-boggling phase of the scientific and the technological development, we are now witnessing every day transformative scientific innovations which are influencing our lives in unprecedented ways. The shrinking human space I was talking about just now has in many important aspects ceased to exist now. Today, we are living in cyberspace, working on a cloud, talking to intelligent machines. The physical is getting miniaturized and virtually expanding like the universe. Life has virtually shrunk to a mobile handset. Friends, India was no exception to this development. In fact, it will not be a hyperbole to say that the first nation to have cultivated science was India, our country. Indians had profound knowledge about the heliocentric model of the solar system, value of pi, and the decimal system. It was a fact that we knew the solution to indeterminate equations long before Copernicus and his European contemporaries. Friends, Indian mathematics gave the world the numerals we all use today. Pioneering scholars such as Aryabhatta, Bhaskaracharya, Brahmagupta, Bhatteshwaracharya, Sridharacharya, Sripati Madhavacharya, and many others made significant contributions. Friends, why I am telling you this? To make you understand that when India prospered in science, its economy prospered too. When science flourished in India, India flourished in ancient times. But as the destiny had it, India, at the time of the independence, was both capital scarce and technology scarce. It was also poor in skilled human resource. And India was a low-growth economy. Under the circumstances, it was understood that science was the way forward to improve the rates of the economic development essential for a self-generating economy in industry as well as in agriculture. But the growth and application of science and technology remained slow and patchy in the initial decades of independence. The first real transformation came in agriculture sector with application of science in what came to be called the Green Revolution. It removed the perennial food grain scarcity in our country. Application of science led to self-sufficiency in agricultural production in India. And this was the first breakthrough in our march to development. It was a victory of science over hunger. Since then, with progressive increase in our scientific development, India has steered through many difficult phases for betterment of our society and economy. From the days of the perpetual scarcity in raw materials and the capital goods, we have overcome many hurdles, be it heavy machines and equipment, mining and the processing of raw materials, textiles, cement, steel, pharma, electricity, and whatnot. Friends, subsequently, the information technology revolution of which this city, Hyderabad, is an integral part, has given India a prominent place on the world map. When it comes to the software industry, the ingenuity of the Indian mind is in full display. Friends, when I am trying to say through these examples is that modern progress cannot be thought of without consistent scientific evolution and a healthy science-society interface. Science has proved to be the biggest factor in human welfare. In India, we have applied our scientific knowledge and talent to solve the problems of our country. When we send a satellite in space, our weather forecasting gets more accurate, our farmers get timely information, our fishermen get timely early warning on rough weather conditions at sea. Our communication channels get strengthened and our students get classes at home. Friends, here I would also like to highlight the approach of the new Education Policy 2020, which aims to transform science education in India by encouraging creativity, critical thinking, and innovation. This year's theme of National Science Day reflects the same approach. When it focuses on empowering Indian youth for the global leadership through science and innovation, it is in line with the objective of the National Education Policy to encourage students to develop scientific temper and an attitude of research and innovation. The new education policy has endeavored to change the nature of our education system by introduction of dynamic elements like fieldwork, practicals, and the research. This is the line with what Swami Vivekananda had said. The very essence of education is the concentration of mind, not of collecting facts. My young friends, I am also aware that education is a concurrent subject under Indian Constitution. It is the joint responsibility of the center and the states to ensure that our future generation gets the best of education, that no child is left without good education, and that the generations ahead are not only future ready, but also globally ready. It goes without saying that this onerous task of bringing up our young generation as a future ready and globally ready must be a joint effort, a national effort, and nothing less than that. Friends, reflecting on this shared responsibility, I am reminded of an important chapter from my own journey nearly 3 decades ago when I served as the Education Minister of the Uttar Pradesh. I was deeply concerned about the declining standards of education. Determined to uphold academic integrity, I took a bold step and introduced one of India's first anti-copying legislation in 1991. I have always believed that such malpractices are not just unethical, but a grave injustice to our children's future. Education must be built on the pillars of merit, honesty, and excellence, for it is only through a strong foundation that we can truly make our young generation future ready and globally competent. Friends, India has been a hub of innovation since a very long time, even when formal education had not penetrated deep into hinterlands. And we are aware of the famed Indian capacity for jugaad, which is nothing but a creative improvisation for efficiency and better results. Even today, we know that most of our auto mechanics, electricians, plumbers, and other such specialists have little formal education, but they have the originality and creative thinking for learn and to learn fast, to provide services in the best possible way despite very limited resources. Friends, I am not saying jugaad is always good. We need to improve quality and the sustainability. Friends, my point is that a young Indian mind is all too receptive to new ideas, new knowledge. He or she is ready to experiment and attempt. What is required to provide them with an atmosphere, a healthy ecosystem, so that the best in them comes out and they are ready to contribute meaningfully and in the nation's best interest. My young friends, our government under the illustrious leadership of the Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi is fully committed to harness modern technology for the welfare of the people. Friends, the attempts and the results of our interventions in this regard are evident for all to see. You are all aware that JAM, Jan Dhan Aadhaar Mobile Trinity, has revolutionized the transfer of entitlements to eligible categories by removing leakages and bringing about efficiency. With our concerted efforts, India is today is the leader of the digital procurement infrastructure and the UPI transactions. Friends, I would like to make my point with the recent data, of the UPI transaction. In the year 2024, 171 billion UPI transactions have been done only in India, with total value of transactions around 245 lakh crore rupees. There is no country in the world matching the level of UPI transactions being done in India. There are innumerable other inventions where technology society interface has yielded great results. However, I think this is just the beginning. Globally, new technological breakthroughs are on the horizon, and we have to take a lead in transformative technologies like artificial intelligence, quantum computing, machine learning, clean tech, and many more. And for all, the government is committed to provide our students a scientific infrastructure that is internationally competitive. We need our younger generations to inculcate the scientific temper and excel in such frontier technology. I remember the words of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who once said, "Science is a beautiful gift to humanity. We should not distort it, but use it for betterment of society." Friends, a while ago, I talked about technological developments in the sectors like agriculture and Indian software industry. Now, I would also like to highlight some modern changes in the defense sector. Friends, the changing formats of warfare in recent years too have an increasingly higher technological component as compared to the past. Critical cutting edge and frontier technologies have been adding new dimension of lethality as well as unpredictability in the modern warfare. Unconventional ways of warfare are adding dangerous dimensions to the ways of the warfare in earlier days. Friends, war is increasingly moving from hardware-oriented to software. If we want to remain strong and secure in adverse situations, we need a youth trained in these technologies who can provide solutions to the critical technological changes. From this point of view also, education in modern science and technology is even more important for safety and security of the nation. Finally, before I conclude my address, on the occasion of the National Science Day 2025, I appeal to our younger generation to adopt the scientific outlook and the critical thinking, to delve into the questions of how and why, try and go beyond the ordinary, for each of you has a spark of brilliance, a latent energy, and a capacity to move the world. It is only a question of recognizing it and committing yourselves to achieve it. I will end with a quote from Swami Vivekananda again, where he wrote, my motto is to learn whatever is great, whatever I may find it. Finally, I once again thank DRDO Aeronautical Society of India, Dr. Satish Reddy, Chairman, and the Hyderabad Central University for organizing this grand event. Special thanks to the Honorable Chief Minister of the Telangana, Sri Revanth Reddy ji, for gracing this event. Thank you very much, my friends. Jai Hind. बोलिए एक बार सभी लोग जय हिंद, जय हिंद. Thank you very much.
धन्यवाद महोदय. माननीय रक्षा मंत्री आदरणीय श्री राजनाथ सिंह जी की वक्तृत्व शैली का समूचा देश कायल है. विज्ञान वैभव में उपस्थित होने और अपना प्रेरक संदेश देने के लिए बहुत बहुत आभार सर. कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाते हुए मैं सचिव रक्षा अनुसंधान एवं विकास विभाग तथा अध्यक्ष डीआरडीओ डॉक्टर समीर वी कामत सर से निवेदन करता हूं कि आज के मुख्य अतिथि भारत के माननीय रक्षा मंत्री श्री राजनाथ सिंह जी को स्मृति चिन्ह भेंट कर सम्मानित करें.
I now request Dr. Sameer V. Kamath sir to present a memento to our guest of honor, Honorable Chief Minister of Telangana, Shri A. Revanth Reddy sir.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद महोदय. अब मैं महानिदेशक एमएसएस एवं एरोनॉटिकल सोसाइटी ऑफ इंडिया हैदराबाद के अध्यक्ष श्री यू राजबाबू सर को आभार प्रदर्शन के लिए आमंत्रित करता हूं. श्री यू राजबाबू सर.
It is a great honor and privilege for me to thank the Honorable Raksha Mantri ji, Sri Rajnath Singh ji, who supported the idea of this event, Vigyan Vaibhav 2025, on this National Science Day, and encouraged us on this program. Sir, despite your busy schedule, you came all over to Telangana and has been an inspiration for all the young generation who are assembled here and who are going to work towards making Bharat a Atmanirbhar Bharat and achieving the dream of Vikasit Bharat 2047. So, when we discussed this idea with Honorable Chief Minister of Telangana, Sri A. Revanth Reddy ji, he not only welcomed the idea, but gave this sprawling auditorium and then the complexes, all the three complexes, free of cost. And he extended full-fledged support with the entire state administration working for this mega event in the very happening city of Hyderabad. I thank Dr. Kamath, Secretary DDR&D. He provided all the encouragement and resources from across all the laboratories who are assembled here to make this exhibition a grand success. The President of Aeronautical Society of India, Dr. Satish Reddy, has been integrating the industry, academia, and other scientific establishments for establishing a good aerospace base in Hyderabad. Sir, the event of this class could not have been possible but for the support of the organizing committee chaired by G. Srinivasamurthy and his teams who have spent and toiled weeks to make this event a grand success. I thank everyone who has been part of this great mission. The entire state administration of Telangana, including sports, HDMA, police, fire, medical, and all other departments have joined together in bringing out this mega event for the benefit of the next generations. Other scientific establishments, universities, and colleges have welcomed this idea and deputed their students in a large numbers. Our media partners have been very helpful in taking this message to the students and public, which ensured highest level of participation. I thank the students for their overwhelming response, who have made this event very lively. I thank Sri Naresh Indianji, who interacted with the students and facilitated this interaction. I thank each and everyone who have been part of this great mission in pursuit of promoting aerospace technologies towards achieving the goal of Vikasit Bharat. Dhanyavad.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर.
Now, may I request all of you to please rise for the national anthem.
कृपया राष्ट्रगान हेतु अपने अपने स्थानों पर खड़े हो जाएं.
Please rise for the national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
जय हिंद. I request all of you to remain seated till the dignitaries leave this stage.
Yeah, friends, thank you so much bearing us and taking an historic part in a historic event. And slowly, our people are guiding to visit all the exhibitions. You must visit and thank DRDO. You must be wondering all the exhibits and exhibitions. Thank you so much again.